Hey, what's going on, guys? It's MaxMax24, and today we had the Summer Games Fest kickoff. That's right, that is the beginning of this not E3 year, because E3 is not happening this year. Instead, Jeff Keighley is coming in with this Summer Games Fest that is, it's something. It's really been something. So this is the kickoff event. We had a State of Play last week. I haven't filmed a video of that yet, but I will probably soon. But the kickoff event happened today, literally just got over at the time of recording this, and I don't know what to say. But before we talk about everything that was revealed at the Summer Game Fest, please like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, all you guys, all the fun stuff us YouTubers tell you guys to do. Follow me on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I love most on Twitter and TikTok, sometimes on Facebook, barely on Instagram, follow me on Facebook, subscribe to me here. And with that, let's talk about the Summer Game Fest kickoff. So, I love Jeff Keighley. I think he's an awesome dude. I think what he's doing is really cool with the Summer Game Fest, the Game Awards, all that stuff is really cool. But this press conference was just boring. It was boring, all right? It was like 2 hours of games, game announcements, game reveals, but not a lot of big ones. And just the presentation there was just, it was boring, all right? It was Jeff Keighley standing there with a microphone. And he's like, oh, hey, guys, here's a game. Okay. And then let's try to do, this awkward interview with this developer. And then there's another game. It's like, you'll have, Xbox's press conferences are filled with games, filled with music, filled with fun. You'll have sometimes performances in some of these press conferences. Nintendo is just nonstop. This was just boring. It was boring. I don't really know how to explain it. But let's get into all the announcements that happened. So first off, it started with an announcement that Street Fighter 6 is seeing the return of a fighter. I don't care about Street Fighter 6. Never have, never will. Not a big fighting game fan. But for those of you who really missed Ghoulie, I think is the name, Julie Guiley, he's back in Street Fighter 6. So, good job. And they announced a new Aliens game, Aliens Dark Descent. It's going to bring players face-to-face with Xenomorphs. It's going to be a top-down alien game. I mean, if you like Aliens, there you go. I enjoy Aliens. I've never really played any of the Alien games. I would prefer an Alien Isolation sequel, though, because Alien Isolation, I played that one. That was a great game, all right? This one, it's a top-down perspective Alien game. No, please. It might be good. It might be good, but, I'm not anticipating it. We're getting more news on the Callisto Protocol. They've been showing off a lot of the Callisto Protocol. I don't have the same nostalgia for the Dead Space franchise as some people do, because I've never been a big horror game fan, never a big horror fan. I'm getting more into horror as I age, and I might check out the Callisto Protocol. It looks good. It looks terrifying. The gameplay they showed looks fun. It looks creepy. It looks eerie. Dead Space fans are going to feel right at home in it. Again, I don't have that same nostalgia, so I'm going to be coming into this game without that knowledge. But it looks good. It looks like a decent horror entry, and the more we see of it, the more I'm enjoying it more and more. It comes out December 2nd, so. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 got announced earlier this week, or last week, and now they have shared the gameplay demo and the new game's campaign. I've really fallen off of Call of Duty. Alright, I don't know why Call of Duty is going the way it is, but it is. I mean, I don't know why we have to rehash the Modern Warfare series with a new series of games, or it could have just been a continuation or something. I don't know. I'm not a game developer. I'm not a businessman. But Modern Warfare 2, it looks like Call of Duty. It looks like Call of Duty multiplayer. Call of Duty campaigns. It looks like classic Call of Duty fun. It's going to be bringing back all of the famous characters, alright? We're getting, everybody. Soap's coming back. All right, he's really the only one I care about. We're getting Ghost coming back. John Price and Gaz are coming back. So everyone's coming back. Everybody whom you love from Modern Warfare, from the original Modern Warfare games. Everybody you love from Modern Warfare 1. Actually, I don't really know. I don't really play the Modern Warfare 1 campaign. The new Modern Warfare 1. Not the old Modern Warfare 1. The new Modern Warfare 1. This is going to get confusing. Because I'm going to be talking to people about, oh, I love MW2. And they're going to be like, you love 2022's MW2? And I'm going to be like, no, the old MW2. Just come up with new names. Another new horror game, Layers of Fear. It's a psychedelic horror chronicle made in Unreal. It's horror. Like, it looks like a horror game. I've never played Layers of Fear, but I guess it's a series. I don't. Okay, if you like Layers of Fear, there you go. Marvel's Midnight Sun got more trailers and reveals. Where's the gameplay? We've been getting so many Midnight Suns trailers. I want to see more of the gameplay, alright? I'm a little worried about this game. I like Firaxis sometimes. I'm a little worried what they're doing with Marvel here. But the new trailer showed off Spider-Man. So, it's a Marvel game. It's got Spider-Man. And it's coming out October 7th. So, we need to see gameplay. We need to see more gameplay. We need more gameplay. Alright, stop showing us these CG trailers. Give us more gameplay. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge is getting a release date, and Casey's going to be in it, and there's going to be a new 6-player mode. So TMT fans are probably really excited for that one. You know, it looks like a decent TMT fighting game. I'm not a huge Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan, but for those of you who are, there you go. June 16th, so you'll be getting that really, really soon. That's like next week. So Cuphead and the Delicious Last Course got some gameplay. It's showing off Miss Chalice. It's more Cuphead. I mean, it's 2D platformer action. Cuphead was a really good game, so it's just more of that. It was a really hard game, a really good game. It's releasing June 30th, so for those who are waiting for it, there you go. There's a card-based shooter, Neon White. I don't know what to think about it. I really don't, but it's coming out June 16th, so, you know. Humankind's coming to console, new DLC's coming with it. Just play Civilization. Just play Civilization. It's not hard. Flashback 2, it's a bunch of it's a sequel to a platformer that I've never heard of. And Jeff Keighley came on stage being like, I grew up on this game. I loved this game. I played this game. Oh, and I'm so happy it's back. I've never heard of it. Never even seen it ever. I've never heard anybody once talk about it, but it's coming back. So, you know, a sequel for the 1992 game that nobody ever says anything about. It's coming. Witchfire has made its grand return. We last saw it in 2017, and it's here. It's here. It's a first-person shooter, and there you go. It's gonna be in early access sometime. I guess. I mean, it could be fun. Could not be fun. I don't know. Again, where's the gameplay? The Last of Us, Troy Baker star, and Red Dead Redemption 2's Roger Clark star. They're gonna be in a new game, a new sci-fi thriller, Fort Solis. I mean, it's got a strong cast. It's a sci-fi game, strong cast. Could be good. Could not be good. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Another horror game. It seemed like there was a lot of horror games going on. Routine. It's a horror game with robots. I mean, another horror game. They did announce a new RTS. It's a new post-apocalyptic RTS by ex-Blizzard devs. So if you don't know, Blizzard's going through all kind of stuff. There's a lot of stuff going on over there. You know, it's a lot. But these ex-Blizzard devs announced Stormgate. It's a new RTS. Kind of taking inspiration from StarCraft and Diablo-like games. It looks like you got mech warriors and demons, and you know, I'm always up for more RTSs. I don't think RTS as a genre is giving enough attention. I think there's a lot of RTS series that have really fallen off and need to come back. And seeing these ex-Blizzard devs who probably worked on StarCraft getting to shine in a new world, in a new RTS without Blizzard's control is pretty cool, because StarCraft is dead in the water, alright? Blizzard's not going to do anything with StarCraft. So to see these devs break out of there and make their own RTS is really cool, and I'll have to give it a shot. It comes out in beta 2023, and it's going to be free to play, which kind of worries me. They said there's not going to be any gacha mechanics, any NFTs, any of that, but it's free to play. You got to make your money somehow. You gotta. So really not looking forward to that. So they started another trailer that I thought was going to be, oh my gosh, this is Dead Island 2. It's Dead Island 2. It's coming back after years of silence. Dead Island 2 is dead, guys. Just move on. But then it was not. It was Goat Simulator. but not Goat Simulator 2. No. Goat Simulator 3. I must have missed a chapter because I don't remember Goat Simulator 2 ever coming out. I don't remember that ever hitting store shelves. But Goat Simulator 3, on the other hand, that's coming out. So, okay. I mean, Goat Simulator was a cute little game that I played when I was like 10. But now, I don't need to jump into a Goat Simulator 3. I just don't. All right, but you do you, Coffee Stain. You do you. High Water, it's a new game set in a world ravaged by climate change. It's an action-adventure game. So, again, not a lot of gameplay. I need more gameplay. And a lot of these indie games, I don't get super hyped over some of these indie games because I don't know what to expect from these indie devs. So, I need to see more gameplay. I need to see reviews. It's the AAA games that I'm more anticipating. Oh, that's from Ubisoft. That's from Activision. That's from blah, blah, blah. I know what I'm going to get from those. I don't really know what I'm going to get from these indie games. So, they sound like interesting concepts. Like High Water sounds like an interesting concept, but is it going to pan out? Is it going to be good? Or is it going to be dead in the water like a lot of indie games are? Or is it going to be one of those amazing indie games like a Minecraft situation? One Piece fans are getting One Piece Odyssey. It's One Piece. I couldn't care less about One Piece. Never watched it. Probably never will. So we're just going to move on. There's a new game from Genshin Impact. Honkai, Star Rail, and Zenless Zone Zero. So great, more Genshin Impact stuff. So, woo. Nightingale gets a longer gameplay. It's got a really nice gameplay. It looks good. It looks, again, it's another indie game, but it could be really interesting. I mean, it is a nice little survival game, card-based collecting game, I guess. So, it's not like my most anticipated game in the world, but it looks, it looks like it could be fun. It looks like it could be fun. The card game system, I don't know. But the biggest news from the Summer Game Fest was sadly leaked before the Summer Game Fest even began, and that was The Last of Us remake. It has been officially revealed this is a remake of the original Last of Us game, which I absolutely love the original Last of Us game. I'll probably be picking up this remake. I'm really excited to check it out because I just love Last of Us. But it's coming out in September, headlined by Naughty Dog. Originally it was going to be under a different developer, I'm pretty sure. Then I got pulled to Naughty Dog. So Naughty Dog's in charge of this remaster. They're remaking it as Last of Us Part 1, because the second one was Part 2. But they say it's going to be a ground-up remake of the original game. Now, a lot of people are saying, this looks a lot like the original game. This looks nothing like a remake. This is not different. And yes, I agree. It looks a lot like the original game. But the original game looked great. It looked great for the time. It still looks great. So the reason that you don't see a big difference is because the original was great already, and the second one, and this remake's going to be just as great. They're redoing the combat, they're redoing all that, their movement system, so putting it more in line with The Last of Us Part 2, probably, which going from The Last of Us Part 1 to The Last of Us Part 2 is a huge change because of just the time period, the time distance between the two games, so I'm excited to check this out. It's also coming to PC, so that's big, right? I can't wait to see social media people cutting their PlayStation 5s in half like they did for Spider-Man. Sony doesn't care. They're going to make money. But yeah, they also announced that they're working on a Last of Us multiplayer game. It was originally going to be a DLC. Now it's a standalone game. Not much more besides concept art, but it's going to be a Last of Us multiplayer game. A little worried because I heard the word live service in there. A little worried, but that's coming out next year sometime. And then The Last of Us show is wrapping filming tomorrow. I'm really excited for The Last of Us show because it's Pedro Pascal, HBO Max. Really good. Probably really going to be really good. And Neil Druckmann directed an episode or two. And the voice actors for Ellie and Joel are going to be making appearances in the show. They are actually part of the show. They are playing roles. They didn't reveal what roles they are in. And then finally, Neil Druckmann said he's working on another game, but we're going to talk about it at a later date. I'm assuming that's Last of Us Part 3. If that's not Last of Us Part 3, I'd be really surprised. But that was pretty much it from the Summer Game Fest showcase, all right? It wasn't that exciting. The biggest news got leaked beforehand. A lot wasn't there. A lot of just indie games. See, Jeff, you do this every year. You do this with the Game Awards too. I mean, sometimes it's warranted. Sometimes you're hyping up is warranted, but a lot of times it's not, Jeff. All right, I see you on Twitter being like, "This is the biggest game showcase ever. This is gonna be amazing. It's gonna blow your mind. Nobody's guessed what's gonna appear," and then it happens, and then I'm like, I could have done without half of that. Like, Jeff, you gotta temper our expectations a little bit more there, bud. Okay, you gotta, because I was expecting to be blown away. I was expecting Infamous remake, Red Dead Redemption 3. I was not expecting any of that, but I was expecting to be blown away. I was not blown away, especially when your biggest news is leaked before. You can't control the leak, but obviously that being leaked beforehand kind of diminished the end a lot. But overall, just wasn't a lot of games that I'm up out of my seat in anticipation for, that I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't wait. I need these games. So for the beginning of this fake E3, this not E3, it's not a fake E3, it's a not E3. It wasn't as exciting as it could have been. Now, I'm really hoping this weekend we got a lot of other panels. We got Devolver Digital later. Theirs is always fun. We got Netflix is doing a panel at the Game Store. We got Xbox and Bethesda on Sunday. I'll be making a video on that. I'm really anticipating Xbox and Bethesda because I can't wait to see what they bring to the table. Wonder if there's going to be any Activision announcements. Can't wait to see. It's going to be exciting. But for the first kickoff event, my expectations are very, very not as high as they once were. Let me know what you thought about the Summer Game Fest showcase. Let me know if you really like some games. Let me know if I'm missing out on some games that you're like, oh my gosh, you don't like this game, you're not excited for this game, you should go check out this game. Let me know in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you again as this not E3 progresses, and then next year we're going to be getting E3 again, apparently. Summer Game Fest is going to be coming back in person too, apparently, so we'll see what happens there. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next video.